What up, y'all? We back with another video. React with Mac. I appreciate all the love and everything on the first video. It's gonna get better and better. Still getting used to some of the stuff, so but I appreciate y'all. So I know y'all wanted to do some Karen videos, so we're about to jump into some crazy Karen. So if you're ready, let's go. I will link the original video in the description after, but let's get into it.
A mother and son, Karen? They are in the parking garage of their apartment building in Nashville.
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we're looking at infamous times when at least two Karens showcased their unhinged and obnoxious behavior towards someone, only to receive sweet justice.
Before we start this officially, y'all comment below, how many Karens have y'all dealt with? Have you seen a lot of Karens? Have you dealt with Karens? Comment below. Make sure y'all hit that like button too.
So sorry that happened to you.
Abuse in Applebee's. In 2018, Alexis Bryson and Asia Hardy were at an Applebee's in a shopping mall in Independence, Missouri, when the restaurant manager approached them with a security guard and a cop. Hardy and Bryson were accused by a server of dining and dashing the night before, even though they weren't there.
Oh my gosh! We have not been here!
This was made worse by the fact that the accuser could only describe the dashers vaguely as a skinny girl and one wearing makeup. The women were ordered to pay for their meals, leave, and never return.
What they're telling me is that they want you to go ahead and pay your bill and leave and not come back.
Okay.
Bryson, who
Looks like somebody tried to get a free meal. Just saying. Plenty of people out there doing that.
recorded the distressing interaction, accused the trio of racial profiling since she and Hardy were black. Due to the backlash, Applebee's fired the manager, the server, and another employee.
We do not tolerate racism, bigotry, or harassment of any nature.
In hot water. It should have been just another day as a desk clerk for Crystal Caldwell at the Quality Inn in Mystic, Connecticut in 2020. Instead, Philip Sarner and Emily Orbe not only complained to Caldwell that their room had no hot water, but also screamed racial slurs and attacked the employee.
I still can't sleep. I'm still worried. I'm still afraid outside.
Unfortunately for them, it was seen by witnesses and caught on camera. The Karen couple was arrested and issued with several charges.
We are so thankful that the marshals picked these people up because this gives her at least some measure of comfort.
Amazingly, Sarner and Orbe turned around and filed a civil lawsuit against Caldwell for defamation. The duo rejected plea deals in their criminal case. In 2024, Sarner failed to show up to court, the reason being that he had been arrested for a separate incident involving assaults and robbery.
He didn't show up to court. He got arrested. That's why he didn't show up to court. Yeah, well, he definitely did that then.
So I think that the court needs to keep very close tabs on these people.
Airport attack. Airports have a lot of rules about time to keep the flow of jets and people flowing. But apparently Makayan Mercer and Janaea Nagash didn't know this or didn't care. In 2023, the duo argued with staff at Miami International Airport in Florida after arriving 45 minutes after check-in closed for their Frontier Airlines flight. Not getting their way, they attacked the workers.
Well, this duo, instead of just enjoying that extra day here in South Florida, they turned to violence.
Mercer even threw a plastic sign, injuring one employee. After the cops arrived, Nagash tried blocking them to keep them from making an arrest. Unsurprisingly, this didn't work and both had the handcuffs slapped on and were charged with several crimes.
Both women are facing multiple charges.
Not surprisingly, Frontier banned the women from using their services for life.
I don't know why people buy it like that. Like, that's insane.
Plane racist. It's not always passengers that drag the reputation of commercial flying through the mud. Originally recorded in 2022, a video was uploaded on TikTok by @JadenWen_2 in 2024. It shows British Airways cabin staff Holly Walton as she's recorded by colleague Lauren Bray while apparently on a hotel break in Antigua.
Oh, give me wine!
Walton puts on an offensive accent as she pulls her eyes back. Seemingly, they were mocking a Chinese family who'd traveled on their flight. Reportedly, a source close to Bray claimed the video was manipulated by another colleague to make them look bad as if they'd been feuding, and all the social media interactions were bots. Right. After the video went viral, British Airways fired the two. 10 items or jail. No one really likes waiting in a line. If you've been to a grocery shop and seen a
Nobody likes waiting in the line, but they do got self-checkouts now. But, you know, they're just as bad. But don't steal, people. Don't steal.
Massive line, yet the 10 items or less section was sparse, you might have been tempted to use it despite having more things. Well, in 2023, Linda UK tried just that at an H-E-B store in Spring, Texas. However, she wasn't allowed to use the self-service checkout since she had more than 10 items. After getting into an argument with staff, UK left. Later, she returned with a friend as backup.
But deputies say she came back inside the store and pulled the employee's hair and then slapped her.
The duo located the employee UK had clashed with earlier, and they attacked her before running away. UK was later arrested for her part and was banned from all H-E-B stores in Harris County. Racist adopters. You don't get any more entitled than thinking you can use people as slaves. In 2023, a neighbor called authorities over concerns for the children at a property in Sissonville, West Virginia. Officials found the kids living in horrible conditions on the property owned by Donald Ray Lance and his wife, Jean K. Whitefeather. Two teenagers were discovered locked inside a shed, which Whitefeather called a teenage clubhouse.
And one of them replied, "Ma'am, I'm unable to open the door from the inside."
Lance and Whitefeather had adopted 5 black children and have been accused of forcing them to do farm labor.
With no access to food, water, a bathroom, bed, and no way out.
The duo have been charged on several counts, including human trafficking, neglect, and human rights violations. They've denied all charges. Their trial is set to begin in September 2024.
Both Whitefeather and Lance are now behind bars as they wait for a trial to begin September 9th.
Pizza desperation. In 2024, with 2 minutes until closing, Sierra Monroe was eagerly staring at the clock in a Sam's Club cafe kitchen in Henry County, Georgia. Then, Andriana McKnight walked in with her 2 daughters to get 2 whole pizzas.
They came into the store 2 minutes before closing time and wanted to order 2 whole pizzas.
However,
all right, now let's be real. Don't go to a restaurant or a store 2 minutes before they close and order food. I mean, come on. That's a little much. I mean, if you're working in a restaurant or whatever, would you want somebody to come in and order like 10 pizzas when you got 2 minutes before you close? No.
The staff told her it was too late to make the order. Fed up, waiting for the manager to appear, McKnight, followed by her daughters, stormed into the kitchen and attacked Monroe.
And when she comes into the kitchen, she swings on me.
Workers had to get involved to stop the brawl. McKnight was arrested for her involvement. An arrest warrant was also issued for her daughter, Victoria Wilson, who was pregnant and went to the hospital after the attack.
We need to have security from the moment we open to the moment we close.
Sauce scuffle. In 2022, all it took was for workers at the Belle Fries restaurant in Manhattan, New York, charging customers for extra sauce for havoc to ensue. Pearl Azoria, Tatiana Johnson, and Chitara Placentia, who has a history of issuing controversial lawsuits, exploded in rage at the additional fee and threw an intense temper tantrum
over the cost of dipping sauce.
All right, now that's ridiculous. Y'all flipping out on, like, not y'all, but people flipping out in general over the cost of dipping sauces. That's crazy. I mean, we all know they're getting kind of crazy on prices, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Slung items around, stole money, attacked workers, one of which was hospitalized, and destroyed computers and a cash register. Altogether, the total of the trio's damage came to around $20,000. Weirdly, they took time out of the unhinged destruction to twerk on the counter.
Video shows the women laughing, even twerking on top of the counter.
With the footage recorded by the employees, the 3 women were arrested and charged. In 2023, Placentia pleaded guilty to assaults.
To make sure something like this doesn't happen again, the owner has hired a security guard to work through the weekend.
Birthday bigots. In 2015, a family came together to celebrate a black child's birthday with a barbecue in Douglas County, Georgia. However, members of the Respect the Flag disrupted things by waving Confederate flags, yelling racial slurs, and arguing with the partygoers.
I wish it never happened. I feel like that situation took away a piece of my children's innocence.
One member, Kayla Norton, handed a firearm to her partner, Jose Torres, and they screamed slurs and violent threats. In 2017, Norton and Torres were sentenced for their terrible actions.
All right, guys, it's 2024. We don't need to be doing this racism shit. Like, I don't understand why people are like that, because it's not right. Everybody be nice to everybody. Good vibes only.
Getting 15 and 20-year sentences, respectively.
A Douglas County judge sentenced 2 of them this morning.
They're also banned from Douglas County upon their release. Other members of the group were also indicted, some of whom received shorter stints in jail after pleading guilty to charges.
No, I don't forgive what they did and their actions, but I do forgive them for myself.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Yeah, make sure y'all do what he just said. Hit that like button, subscribe. Make sure you hit notifications on. Definitely check out his channel also. I'll link it.
Mother and son Karens. It's unusual for a mother and son to team up for villainous Karen actions. In 2021, Bitsy and Edward Brennan began harassing Johnny Martinez. He was working in the parking garage of an apartment complex in Nashville, Tennessee, when the dastardly duo began questioning why the black employee was there and demanding to see his ID, ignoring the one on a lanyard around his neck.
We just want to know what your job is and why.
None of your business.
Thankfully, Martinez recorded the bizarre interaction, but that only enraged Edward, who tried to grab his phone and attacked.
Out of nowhere, the son tries to knock the phone out of Martinez's hand.
Bitsy then tried to save face by calling the cops first. Sadly for her, that didn't work as Edward was charged with assault, while his mommy dearest was fired as a financial advisor at UBS.
Like, these people crazy.
If a team of Karens formed to offend the world, who do you think would be its members? Let us know below.
We don't want you on this block.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from Watch.
All right, guys. So that is it that's the Karen videos from Watch Mojo. That's it for this video. I know it's a little short, but don't worry, I got plenty of videos coming. So, like I said, see you guys in the next one, and you guys have a great day.